Hey guys, 24/7 Tech here, back with another video, and Apple HomePod. It's finally here. It was due for a December 2017 launch, but we're seeing it coming sometime a little later. January 26th, you can pre-order it. 23rd today. You might be watching this in March, I don't know. But for now, 23rd today, so you can order in 3 days, and it'll come to your house at about February 9th. It'll be in stores at February 9th, and basically, it'll be unveiled in February. Okay, let's welcome HomePod. So, the first thing I want to talk about is this really gonna switch your Amazon Echo or Google Home device? Because I don't know exactly the number, but out of the around 20 houses in my community, if I count, around 85% of the people own some type of smart home device. Either it's a Google Home Mini, Amazon Echo Dot, Amazon Echo, Echo Plus, Google Home Max, Google Home. They own some type of product. And they also own some type of loudspeaker. Cool. So, why would we want to get the HomePod? So, I said 85% of the people, right? So, Apple, I think, is mainly targeting that 15% of the people who, one, have not invested into any type of smart home thing yet. Two, does not have that much of a loudspeaker or any type of thing like that yet. And three, they just are ready to pay $400 for their new speaker. Yeah. Okay, so what makes the HomePod different from other stuff like the Sonos Play 3? Well, first of all, according to Apple, it has better sound than the Play 3, and it has Siri integrated into it and Apple Music. I know some people, like, I think out of my, let's say, 100 friends, I know 2 people who are really heavily into Apple Music. I'd say 70 of the other people are into Spotify. Another thing they're into is SoundCloud, for example. Well, HomePod's, back to the speaker thing, it's a pretty good speaker. It has a high excursion woofer, 6 microphone array, just like the Amazon Echo, 7 tweeters, and the mesh fabric is pretty quality and pretty good on the outside. And it also features one of Apple's iPhone 6 chips, I think, the Apple A8 chip. It's a power horse still, even in today's standards, like Apple's back then A8, A9 chips, A8X, they're still really good chips. By no means. Did they even make an A8X? Well, whatever. I don't know. One of the reasons the sound isn't that great on the Sonos Play 3, Play 1, something like that, is the bass isn't that rich and deep. This, on the other hand, is really good, deep and rich bass according to Apple. See, we can't really justify anything until we get it. But, I mean, no matter how good the internals of a product is, it's what the design matters about. You can have all the internals of the iPhone 10, but keep it in an iPhone 4 body, and then it just looks crap. So, the design part. The HomePod? The Google Home we thought was a badly designed product. Look at this HomePod. I mean, it's not as bad as a Google Home with the ugly curve and the thing going on, but it's literally a cylinder. Like, it looks like a big egg on your table. And the top Siri part, this is what I don't like about my Google Home Mini 2 in my room. So I'm literally laying down on the bed. I try to set a alarm. I can't see if it's triggered or not, because the lights just, so this is the Google Home Mini on my bookshelf, and then this is me sleeping right here. So I can't, and the lights come up right here. So I cannot see if the Google Home's responding or not. But on my Echo Dot in my other room, for instance, it has those. Sorry, my Echo Dot and my Echo have the surrounding light going on, and I can see that. It's easy, and it's like really vibrant and loud too. So, yeah. The Apple HomePod, I mean, the mesh is nice. That's a nice, cool touch to it. I really enjoyed it on my Google Home Mini. I don't think it would be really cool to put it all around, but, I mean, it wouldn't be that bad. It's cool, like, the sound can just go out through the whole way. But, the top Siri placement, it's fine. We have to deal with it. But I think it makes, like, a little noise, or something like that. I don't have an Apple product near me. I mean, I have my laptop, but it's not updated. Okay. So I think one of the cool advantages with any Apple product is the setup. The setup's really cool and nice and easy to do, and it's fun while you do it. So I just got my Note 8. I also bought an iPhone 8 Plus. So both of them, I was like setting both of them up parallelly, and like, wow, the iPhone's pairing process, I imported from my old phone to the iPhone. I'm like, it's way easier to do it than the other stuff. And the 6 microphone array really helps for, the 6 microphone array helps for long distance, so you can hear from a long distance. That's one of the major issues I have with the Google Home Mini and the Google Home, but the Max is fine. Apple's trying to rip you off even more. When you're talking about $400, like, create stereo sound with that second HomePod. Apple, we're not looking for a home theater system with this new HomePod thing. Like, we can trust Bose or Sonos or Samsung for that. Create a home theater setup, and maybe I'll come to your side, Apple, okay? Note that. It's both, and then there's AirPlay 2 called Add HomePod to More Rooms, so they all communicate to each other. Play same songs everywhere, different ones, different ways. Okay. So, how about the specs? Usually speakers don't really have any specs, but let's just take a look at what Apple, offers. So, you get 2 options for the colors. I'd say this is the two iPhone colors. Space gray, but white instead of silver this time, because silver isn't really a mesh color. So, space gray and white. Oh, P.S. This is recording on the Note 8. It feels so different from my iPad mini before. Like, it's so wider and everything, but back to the thing. Front-facing camera. Color is still pretty good. Yeah, 1440p. It weighs a lot, 5.5 pounds. So it's like not just carry it and then go somewhere and then plug it in and then you're fine again. It's pretty heavy. It's just gonna stay there like a brick. All the other stuff, high excursion woofer, custom amplifier, array of 7 horn, loaded tweeters, direct and ambient audio, beamforming, 6 microphone array for Siri. And best of all, the mesh. Okay. It comes with volume up and volume down, the plus and minus, actual physical buttons. Touch and hold for Siri. There's probably a little touchpad thing going on. Tap to play and pause music. Those are normal stuff. There's like some double tap, triple tap to do stuff too. For accessibility, there's the Amazon Echo, Google Home. Everyone's doing it these days. For people with disabilities, it's already there. It's going on. Apple, you're not new in this, but it's still good to have. System requirements to connect with it. So you have to have an iPhone 5S or later, iPad Pro, iPad 5th generation. So, yeah, the new one, the new 2017 one. iPad Air or later, iPad Mini 2 or later, have iPad Mini 1. Or iPod Touch 6th generation, running iOS 11.2.5 or later. So that's the newest iOS, and all of those products can be updated to that. You have to have an Apple Music subscription for full music functionality, which sort of sucks, but I think that's more expensive than the normal Amazon Music is like $3 a month. Google Music's like $10 a month, but let me search up what Apple Music is. 1 second. $9.99 per month. So on par with the Google Home. Amazon though, $2.99. That's really good. And I also like Amazon's shopping. Comment down below if you like that too. Cause it's really nice. You get so many deals and it's easier. There's a bunch of devices. If you want, I can list them out, but it's just for the iPhones 5S and later, including SE, iPads, iPad Mini 2 and later, iPods, just iPod Touch, 6th gen. HomePod and the environment, really, Apple. I mean, I think people can save more energy by switching to electric cars, Tesla. But you know, so overall, it's a pretty good product. A good product overall. I see what Apple's trying to do, but does it really help after all? I mean, if Apple came with this product 3 years ago, I think it would attract way more users than it's gonna attract now. Because Sonos has released so many cool things. Sonos Play 1 comes with Alexa now. So, yeah, Alexa or Google Assistant, something like that. Some voice assistant stuff. So, I don't see the use of this product. I mean, it's cool to have it. I mean, it would really help if you're, like, investing in the Apple ecosystem again. Apple ecosystem talks, yeah. But, like, me personally, I mean, I say I'm not an Apple fan, but if you look at the past years, I mean, I don't buy like too many just products just to buy or to review it. So I just realized this. I'm like, I have a MacBook, an iPad, an iPhone, an Apple Watch, an Apple TV, AirPods, HomePod. I mean, I never thought I would own all of these, and I do. So HomePod, I bet you're gonna come in like a year or two into my life. But like, I don't see the use of this, but I mean, some people who are invested in the Apple ecosystem or do not have a good speaker to go around with, or want to dive into the smart world, or you just like Siri better than Google Assistant or Alexa. In my rankings, I like Google Assistant first. I mean, if I could pick Bixby, it would be above that, but Bixby first, Google Assistant second, Alexa third, and Siri fourth. I mean, Siri as a normal voice assistant is better than Alexa, but Alexa has some tricks up its sleeve for it. So thanks for watching, guys. I hope you loved this video. If you did, like down below and subscribe right up there. We reached 100 subscribers. We're at 105 right now. Let's get to 150. I know we can do it. We're at, I think, 5,700 views now. 6,000 by the end of January. Peace.